There's no way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren.
Oh, Stephen is an old man. He has lived a long, full life. Ah, Boris is nearly our age. I'm going with charm with Frederick.
Boris is nearly our own age. Imagine being cut down now, in the prime of your life.
And I'm going to keep reason for Regina. Stephen's death will hurt far more lives than Boris will. Yes, in a sort of way. Let's minimize the heartbreak of this terrible situation and save Stephen. It's not that exactly the reason why I wanted Regina. Regina is genuinely thinking, we can garner more favor by saving Stephen. Who's the young guy? Nobody. Technically, it's not that cold of a reasoning, but...
Stephen's death will hurt far more lives than Boris's will. Let's minimize the heartbreak of this terrible situation and save Stephen.
What happens if I press space and skip everything? Can I try? Just for once and see what happens? I mean, if I press the spacebar, will Regina automatically win because she has 3 points? Ah, Regina has a charisma bonus, of course. She has 1 point in charisma. Okay, let's see what happens if I skip. Oh! Frederick won. Is that random then? If you skip, you just skip the process, but you don't...
What's taking Tenderfoot so long?
It doesn't matter how many points you have. I thought maybe skipping was just assigning the victory to the person that had the most points, but no, skipping is still a chance thing.
No, we'll do as I say.
Alright, I don't really care. That's why I made them quarrel about it. Otherwise, if I cared, I would have probably not make them disagree.
Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Can't have gotten far.
What the F? I got pragmatic Frederick this time and romantic Regina, did you see? I think because, of course, the game did not take into consideration how I was viewing Regina's response, right? Because, yeah, they sounded romantic, in fact.
No, this is highly abnormal.
What?
This lightning.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell.
Okay, I had something happening, then the tutorial, and then whatever. Wait, where are you going?
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to talk about.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
What the hell happened?
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm...
Tell me about yourself.
I've been studying under Theleron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work.
But that's literally your job, lady.
I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
I think you should work at a church or a place of worship and not as a doctor. You're way too sensitive for this kind of stuff. Let's see if there is anything more about the healing stone.
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Yeah, who knows? I don't think so.
I don't know what
I think we absorb... we might be absorbing the healing stone powers.
There are enough stones for both
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
The stones are so big, look. I'm collecting them, the inert ones.
I
Can
don't
we
know
talk
what I
to
did to
him?
deserve this.
Can't say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know. Oh, my Matilda. What'll my sweet Matilda do?
But why is Stephen
I feel
alive?
no pleasure in
Beauty is
bidding you
somewhere.
farewell, friend.
I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much.
But-
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
What happened?
Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far.
Enjoy what remains of your life, will you? Never know when it'll be snatched out from under you.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
What happened? Are they both alive?
I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me.
What happened, guys? What will you do with your renewed life, Boris? But they are both alive then? Did it have something to do with me and Regina, maybe?
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all, do it all. And after I've climbed every mountain in Rivellon and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life.
And this guy sounds creepy too. Don't know. Insincere,
I'll see you
kinda.
around then. I'm liable to spring out of this bed at any minute.
I don't understand. Oh, maybe Steven's gonna die later. It's not an instantaneous death. Steven will just die, but with time. I don't know, 4 hours from now. And then the tutorial happened. And
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
oh god, this tutorial is a mess. I wish I could see the last entry directly. I don't even remember what popped up. Anyway, I was here looking at the traits. No! Oh. Frederick is still romantic.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
And Regina should still be pragmatic. Okay, so we are still there. We didn't lose our traits or what else, though. Are there any books here? Anything? Alright, so no informations about.
There are enough stones for both of us.
Yeah, I think Steven's gonna die
Sorry,
later.
friend.
Eventually.
There are enough stones for both of us.
So now, what are we doing? Isn't that a frequent question in this LP? Should we talk a little bit more with these people in here?
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but
What was the tutorial saying to me? Back then, I don't remember. Anyway, we are going to the Undertaker. I noticed the Undertaker early on. I think he should be this way, but I'm not sure. Here maybe. Maybe it's this house, and we have to explore all of this side. What is this? I don't know. Wish I could see the walls of the town a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to the Undertaker. I'm trying to find information about the body. Regina, talk to the kitchen! Oh, chicken.
Those dark-robed nuts really ruffle my feathers, sneaking around
Ah.
all hours of the night.
Yeah, this is what we heard in the inn about the cloaked figure. I think that's about the cloaked figures.
Thank you, sir. Do my best, sir.
Hello?
Feeling hot under the collar.
Beyond these walls, the dead
What?
roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Oh, weather changed. What do you have to say?
Honored to meet you. Wish I was a source hunter. Dangerous line of work, but it's a damn sight more glorious than being a legionnaire.
I don't know, man. But didn't you say something about undead?
I wouldn't venture too far out of town
Ah.
if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned.
Okay. What's that contraption you got there? Where?
Whose invention? The stasis blaster. Quite a sight, no?
Where is
The
it?
ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds.
I didn't see it.
These days, we legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities
Well,
from a
alright.
distance than to get within striking range.
Alright.
Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its targets.
Cool.
Honored to meet ya. Wish I was a soul hunter.
He didn't have anything to say any more than the others. I can...
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
We need these things. Thank you. What's this? Westgate. Proceed to the lighthouse. Let's go to the Undertaker first. I think it's here because I've been here already. What's up here though? Ah yes, this is where we met. Here we met the the crazy elf. What was his name? I forgot about it. Come on. Eglander. Ooh. Oh, jeez. I cannot touch anything. I mean, what is he? Is he here? Empty potion, corpse compendium, skull. It doesn't look like he's here. What do you want to say, Madora? Madora, come here. Let's talk.
So, the wizard's crafted a device intended to keep the undead at bay, has he?
Yeah.
Little did he expect we'd recognize the hulking source sapphire he's using to fuel it.
What? Yeah, I remember the big blue stones that Haru has in his laboratory. Anyway, I didn't see this machinery, really.
Careful now, comrades, and tread lightly. There's no telling when that madman's doomsday device might gain sentience and turn its rays on us.
Alright. A source sapphire. Gods help us. Do you think Haru could have known the dark nature of that stone when he installed it? Oh, that wasn't voiced. Sometimes Regina and Frederick are voiced, sometimes not. Source Sapphire my eye. There's not a hint of dark magic about that device. Don't let Madora's paranoia unsettle you. Considering the scope of Aru's power and knowledge, we don't know him. I'm certain he knew exactly what he was doing. Like too many of his kind, he must be in league with the dark forces that threaten Royal Riverlone. I don't know. Again, I've said it before. I don't particularly like Aru, but that's not reason whatsoever to doubt him. Can I even answer this? I mean, Regina has not examined Aru's contraptions. I don't even remember anything popping up about them. As a source hunter, Regina would pick up on certain things, right? Frederick too, but... Okay, let's just be contrarian to Madora, just because. Because it's Regina. I don't know. I would like a more neutral answer, but okay, let's go with Source Sapphire my eye. There's not hint of dark magic about that device.
Oh, to be met with such derision by my own comrade. Let me tell you a little something about. You know, if I recall correctly, a Source Sapphire does have a particular sheen about it. Yes, and I think that in fact an authentic Source Sapphire buzzes with the trapped souls of 1,000 innocents too.
Oh.
Perhaps. Well, no matter if this particular gemstone is innocuous, the principle remains.
All right. That was fair. Where is... okay, he's still here. Jahan is still here, but I don't... Oh, he's behind here. I think we should talk with him a little bit as well. He's not saying anything. By the way, where is this guy? Upstairs? Inside here? Oh, I cannot get in here, but maybe the body's here. Oh, experience. Well, there's nobody in here. I mean, unless somebody suddenly pops up. A bucket. Nails, hammer, Robert's ledger. I think we should read that still. I want to read this first. Death rites and rituals among the 7 races. Imps and orcs. Oh, this is for imps and orcs? Imps. In all cases, the disposal or preservation of imp corpses is left to the discretion of their masters. Typically, imps are simply burned with the evening's refuse or buried alongside the dead pets of the master they served. In rare cases, especially obedient or well-loved imps will be given traditional death rites according to the imp master's race. In the case of embalming, imps pose no special problems. In fact, they require rather less formal deity than a typical man, elf, or dwarf. Orcs, instead, though their practices may appear savage to the untrained eye, death inspires a complex and sometimes beautiful aspect of orcish culture. According to the common orcish religion, Amun-Hor, the All-Mother, I remember Victoria saying Amun-Hor, so she's worshipping presumably the goddess for the orcs. The All-Mother receives the souls of the dead. You'd think, why wouldn't she? I don't know, because she was raised along humans and she's never been really in contact with her own race, and she shouldn't, in a way. I don't know. I mean, it's not impossible because she's the only orc, so she's gonna feel isolated. So she will want to get in touch with her own culture, but at the same time, you know, she was raised here. I think she would have human traditions, you know. But it's okay. Thus, death is typically celebrated, not mourned. The dead corpse is buried immediately, and beautiful totems or other relics are erected atop the grave. These are meant to please the All-Mother when she comes for the spirit of the dead. Next, tribe members, from toddlers to elders, the queen included, form a great ring, and each by each relate a cherished memory of the deceased. Thus, the life and the passing of the deceased are recalled with joy, and of the deceased are this is repeating with joy and excitement. However, if any are caught mourning the dead in word or by tears, the punishment is death. For surely any who would mourn the passing of a soul to the All-Mother is a traitor and a disbeliever. Makes sense, sure. Now, let's read this ledger.
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Okay. Where did you come from? I was just reading a book. You had better, and if I catch you prowling around these private quarters again, there will be hell to pay. Like, seriously?
I'm stuck fast. Fate is an ice cold.
Okay, what's happening? Oh, we basically have trespassed, so I should do this instead, probably. I will try this again. I need this guy. I need to talk to him. Alright, Frederick is going to... read the ledger by himself in here, and the other people will just hang out. Seriously, guys, I'm getting experience by entering in here, so it's something I'm meant to do, I believe. So this is his ledger. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. I find it impossible that any but Cecil, Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air. And even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto the empty slab. What? No one of them must have been involved. But as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me. What? But as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me. So is he admitting that he killed Jake? I find it impossible that any but Cecil, Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. So he killed him, but somebody took the body? Or maybe he's referring to the crime of the body disappearing, not the killing. Alright.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
These would be all people that could gain access to the body. I mean, he just said it. Cecil, Aureus, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my noticing. So maybe he had the body, then something happened, whatever. And then the body disappeared. So the mayor would have the right to see the body, the captain as well. Evelyn as a doctor, but she's just an assistant. I think Terrilon, what's his name, Terridon, whatever, I think he's the one that could have had more access to the body. He should be the one that could perform the autopsy, not Evelyn. Maybe Evelyn was the first that was called when the accident happened. I don't know, we don't know anything. Esmeralda is the wife, of course. Then the corpse vanished. Oh, the guy is here. Now I will have to wait. Oh, he goes upstairs. You know what, guys? Let's go to the cemetery. Before trying to accuse this guy of anything. Or talk. Because I see that the dialogue can be very... I don't know, waylaying, I don't know, how would you say it? Is there even a cemetery here? Here, this is it. Let's see if we can find Jake's. Ah, look, this is it. I don't remember seeing that, or maybe I saw it and I forgot about it, but there is not one here. There isn't one here, look. Where are the people here? There isn't one here. Oh yes, there is, it's here. Gosh. Well, I didn't see it because it was outside my... Why is that raining? It was outside of my... visual, my FOV. Is it this way? Why don't I have partition? Ah, what is this? Graveyard.
Rest in peace, darling.
Grave diggers, you'll wish you hadn't. Yeah, we don't have a night cycle here. We can't dig. Oh, Regina, there's a chicken. Ma! There's a dog! No, don't touch.
Bersha's shape is gone. Think it vanished through one of them swirly shrines?
I don't know. Cute chick. There's a dog! Let's talk with the dog.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
Oh no.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated. Rest in peace.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Shut up.
So many dead
Talk to me, Murphy. Wait, stop, Murphy.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from.
Ugh.
And here you are. Wow! This is great!
What?
I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too.
Are you saying that I'm an undead? Tell me about yourself, boy.
You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all.
Oh.
No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome.
Oh, so the crime of the Undertaker could be that he put somebody else's body in Jake's coffin? About your master's death?
If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much. You have no idea.
I don't know, you can bite if you want. Okay, so this is done. We've talked with him.
Where are you?
But, wait a sec. Who's here?
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sicil pie in the afterlife?
I don't know if they will.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Where are you, Jake?
Oh, this is Jake.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna dig the graves. Oh, Jahan wants to talk. I'm not gonna dig these graves in the city or where people are because I don't know, maybe something happens. I'll try to avoid upsetting people in Sicil at least. But I do want to, you know, to exhumes Jake's body. Maybe I will have to ask to the captain. You know, the guard captain.
Here lies Nemris, master of philosophy.
Wait.
Rest in peace, darling.
Are you playing without me?
What are you?
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace.
What about you?
I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter Loni. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed.
Okay.
Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loni lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
Okay. Sad story. Wow, this is huge. What is this even? We have a shovel already. Who's here?
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Darling.
Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Sicil. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
Who's this?
Here lies James, as usual, the filthy figure.
As usual. So, there are always some Easter eggs in the headstones. On the headstones of game cemeteries, usually, right? Usually. So I don't have a night cycle, right? So I will have to exhume Jake here in front of this lady. I'll go talk with Aru and
Here lies Kimberly. Finally.
Rotten lamb chops. That dog. Everything is rotten here.
Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit or a lovable prankster ghost?
Don't know.
Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me.
Good God. Seriously.
Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
These three people rest all three here. Good God. It's pretty crowded. Did I read this one?
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Indeed. Let's... come on. Let's talk with our new friend here.
This dog we met, how true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating.
Okay.
Animals. Dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are so very pure. They are. They do not scheme. They do not deceive. Perfidy. That is the human condition.
Oh, good God. This guy is one of those people. Oh, there's a rat. We can talk with the rat. Anyway, while I do agree that on average humans are shite, let's not assign human traits and emotions to not humans, please. It's different. I think I could get him, but I don't think Frederick likes his attitude at all.